Have you been in your neighborhood recently and seen new developments such as multifamily, residential, and maybe retail space? Well, these were all a part of our planning process, and we're here to talk to you a little bit more about that because we want you to get involved.
We as planners are always looking to gather people.
Gentrification is quite a loaded word.
The work that we've done has made a difference.
Viable, attractive communities.
Using my design skills and understanding of the design process and using that as a tool.
My name is Malika Abernathy. I'm originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, and I am an urban planner here in the nation's capital. I work for the DC Office of Planning, and I am one of 8 Ward 4 planners. My approach is to ensure a process that provides everyone with the same opportunity to affect change and to participate in the planning process. And therefore, if you're more aware of how your neighborhood is going to develop, then you'll be more apt to get more information on how you can participate in the change that your neighborhood is undergoing.
Hi, I'm your host, Lawrence Washington with Neighborhood Matters. It's evident in Washington, D.C. that the landscape is changing here. If you look up in the sky, you see cranes developing new office, retail, residential, and multifamily space. But how did this happen? There's a planning process, and this process details everything out that's going to be changed in a community. All too often, there are a lot of residents who live in these communities and are unaware of the changes that are being done. And sometimes this causes frustration because sometimes what's being done is not necessarily to their benefit. But it's important for you all to be at the table, and Ms. Abernathy hits the nail on the head speaking on that. There are some stakeholders who aren't a part of the planning process, and they need to be a part of the planning process. This includes younger generations including millennials, and then also your older population, senior citizens. We all need to come together to learn more about what's happening in our communities so that we can be able to have our voice heard. So, is there a development that you want to see happen in your community? Or have you seen something else that's really changing your community and your voice wants to be heard? Well, let your voice be heard now. Email us. Here's the address: suggestions@bdcplace.com. We want to hear your voice, and we want your voice to be heard. Because at the end of the day, neighborhoods matter. I'm your host, Lawrence Washington. See you next time.